I sure hope that I can put that gasket on without no gasket sealer stuff. There's lots of people tell me, man, you don't need that stuff. It'll go on as it is. I'm probably going to get off here and hang up the phone and call my buddy Greg, see what's happening. He'll tell me. That dude's got a lot of knowledge, man. It's all he did was buy junk cars and junk. He told me he must have had at least 30 or 40 different C10 trucks that he has passed through his hands, inline 6s, V8s, and he's got one now to this day he drives. And he pulled the inline 6 out of his and put a V8 in it. But I'm in love with this thing, man. I like the inline 6s. I'm going to try to soup it up and hot rod it out, man. But some people think I'm crazy, but I don't want to do it what everybody else does. I want something different, something a lot of people you don't see very often. And I have seen these inline 6 motors with superchargers on the top of them. I've seen them with a 4-barrel carburetor on top of it. I've seen it with 3 deuces on top of it. I've even seen it with 2 4-barrel carburetors on top of it. But they made they put a cam in it, and they put high compression pistons in it, and they had the, somebody told me once that the crank in there is perfectly balanced already, man. Because it's an inline 6, you don't got pistons pumping from each side. It's a perfectly balanced motor as it sits. So I probably wouldn't have to have it blue. All right, baby. Go ahead and use your gun.
I want to use my gun. Can I finger it before I screw it?
Yeah, you can finger them in there before you screw them in. Good Lord, I think. Yeah, you can finger them in there before you screw them in. Just do them finger tight, and then we can screw them in with the impact.
You know, I'm going to have some kind of action. It's not all about power.
Okay. Be nice. My wife comes up with some pretty good ideas. I'm going to show y'all here in a minute after she gets these 4 bolts in there. Does that other one have a lock washer on it?
Yeah.
Okay. You get righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, you're going to be turning it the other way. You're going to be turning it.
I know.
Okay. Is it going? You might have to spin the blade a little bit, you know, get him. Now I tell you, we bought these bolts yesterday at Ace Hardware. We bought them too small, and just this much longer was $1 piece extra. Couldn't believe it. I think that girl rung us up wrong, because the whole bolts, the other bolts cost $4.75. And I get up there with bolts that are 1/4 inch longer, and they charged me a whole $1 for just a 1/4 inch. So in other words, the 1/4 inch longer bolts were a whole $1 more a piece, $2 a piece instead of 97 cents. It was, I think she rung it up wrong, really. Ain't no way. That don't make no sense to me. Maybe that she didn't write the number down on the box right or something, or the first time. Something doesn't make sense. Is it going?
Yeah, it's a little dry.
Alright, well, here.
But that's why we finger first.
Alright.
See, it just goes right on in there. Touches the edge. Then you gotta work it in. Gently.
Gently with your fingers. Okay, okay, honey. You're driving me nuts. Making me nervous.
Why?
You're just making me nervous.
See, you just can't go rambling and ramming it all in there at once. You might get something off that.
You get cross threads if you do that. It's on tighten already.
It is?
Yeah.
That's hot.
Pull the trigger and find out. Which way was it? No, that's loosened.
Told you I was right.
Is it? Hold on, let me see. Let me see, make sure them bolts aren't too long. Let me see. Okay, yeah, you're good. Go on with it.
I know I am.
Cross pattern. When you tighten your bolts up, it's always important to do a cross pattern. It's turning the wrong way again for some reason.
No, it's not.
It's not? Okay. You gotta hold that piece straight. You just can't go. Yeah.
Well, I'm not used to aiming things.
Okay, now hit them hard, all of them, all the way around. Harder, Ronnie, harder. Leave it on. Harder.
You mean
Just,
long?
yeah, long. Yeah, come on. I mean, till they quit turning. Suck them down. Yeah, keep going. You need to keep going.
Can't I take a breath? I've got my mouth full
No,
of crap right now.
Look, just go. Leave it hammered down for a little while. You know. Yeah, now you got it. See how it quits turning?
I don't see nothing.
Look at the letters on the socket. It'll tell you when it quits turning. Alright, that. Alright. Good deal. Alright. My wife found this. This is what, when you buy auto body parts from the Keystone, or just when you order body parts in general, these little cushion sponges come on there. And I thought it was kind of neat she came up with it, man. It fits right on the groove of my core support. And then we took that bed liner, that rubber mat bed liner, and we're putting screws out here where the radiator ain't sitting on top of it. And then she said use that sanding block right over there. We're going to cut it in half. We're going to cut it in half and put it on each end where the tank is on the radiator to keep that tank from rubbing up against the... So we need to cut that in half. I think I got a knife right here. Here you go. That little knife you got ain't deep enough.
No. I ain't meant to cut anything, but...
Boxes?
That way?
Yeah, in the middle. Look, just cut it on that line.
Well, if you move your head. Well, damn.
But fold it in half, fold it in half. There you go.
Can't even cut cornbread with that.
Well, I used it a lot. Alright, these are Durablocks, that's all that
You need
is.
to retire it is what you need to do.
And we're going to stick it down there, and we're going to leave them hanging out on each side of the tank just a little bit. See what I'm saying?
You don't want to fit in the groove, or do you?
No, Well, I mean, if you can get it down in the groove, I mean, I guess it would be okay. But I don't think we can get it to fit down in that groove.
You don't know very well.
Trim a little off the bottom of it. Now they got to go where the tank's going. You can't go in the middle.
I don't know anything about a tank.
Well, the tank's on the radiator, each side, not the fins, the tank. That's going to hold the tank. So we need to either trim the mat down there, or we need to trim the Durablock. Just shave a little bit off the Durablock. There you go. Boy, that's a sharp knife. Where'd you get that? Watch your thumb.
Out of my kitchen.
Man, my kitchen knife's sharper than a carpenter's knife. Don't worry about that. We can put that back on. Yeah, that's perfect. Do the other one the same way.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I tried.
No, wait a minute. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look, remember? They go in there like that.
All right, and they're going in there like this. Oh, wait.
Yeah, it's turned sideways. You got to turn it. Yeah, so you're going to trim off this.
Okay.
Yeah. Do it the same.
Mess up my groove here.
Yeah, there you go. Watch your finger, baby. That knife is sharp.
Like that.
Who says a girl can't do mechanic work? I tell you, she's handy. I wish I would have had her working with me all these years.
I don't think so, Bob.
Yeah, the Bombshell, she has a hard time keeping up with me and my hyperactivity. That was why she was cranky earlier, is because I was singing and carrying on and
not paying attention
to what the heck's going on, and she gets real irritated with me when I act a clown. But that's just me, man. I'm a funny kind of a guy. I like to be funny. I like to be funny while I work. It passes the time, baby.
There's a time to be funny and there's a time to pay attention on what's going on. No, it's not.
Okay. I think hold on, let me see something. See this little spot right here where it's welded? That's the center. It needs to be center. When we get the all thread up in there, down in them corners, it'll suck it back.
But I think we should put a little cut right here to go into the groove.
Okay. Just as long as the tank's not going to be touching the... Here, move it over a little bit and see what happens. All right, now push it up there. Is it still holding it away from the metal?
Yeah.
It is? Okay, well then we'll trim this the size of the radiator. That's perfect, man. Let me show the people out there how perfect that looks. Is it just barely? It's not touching it all. It's making it real close. That's perfect. We're gonna cut this end off over here. All right, you got it marked? All right, there it is. Okay.
Get your own chicken.
I just now caught that. Get your own chicken.
This is mine.
That's your chicken. You're messing with this chicken. Go get your own chicken.
You choked your own chicken. This is my chicken, and I'm choking it.
Alright. Okay, that looks good.
Well, thank you.
Man, that's a good idea you come up with. It's fitting in there. The blades aren't hitting nothing. I'm going to have to make sure. Well, it is kind of rubbing right there, but by the time we... Okay, it's not sucked back. Yeah, by the time we stick that all thread in there... That's perfect, honey. We did a good job on this one. It turned out pretty. Pretty.
It'd be pretty if we put some little birds on there and it looks like they're flying on the fan.
I'm not going to put pretty birds on my fan, just so you... We're not painting pretty birds on the fan. Does that look like it's doing some good?
Okay, wait, so what are we going to bolt that into?
Those bolts...
Oh, we don't.
We don't bolt it. It's just a shroud that holds it. It helps hold it down. In fact... Nah, I'm going to leave this fouled shroud. I'm not going to use this fan shroud to put the all thread through. I'm just going to go ahead and...
So we're not going to put this on here?
Yeah, we're going to put that on there. Watch. We'll put this on here, but first we need to get back here and move these pads around. See how I'm moving that pad around that you just cut over there? I need to make sure that pad is right there on the tank.
You mean the seam right here? The casing?
Yeah, it's called the tank.
Well, no, that looks like a case to me.
Alright. Well, you call it I say tomato, you say tomato. I took the condenser out because Bombshell says we ain't going to use that air conditioner. It don't work with the darn anyways. It never did do any good. Even with it working perfect, it only put... By the time we got to where we were going, it was just cooling one side of the cab off anyway. And by the time we got to going where we're going, we had to shut the car off right when it started cooling off anyway. It wasn't a very good aftermarket setup they have. But later on, we might put a condenser back in it. Sprayway Customs guy, man, if you got any parts, man, I got the condenser, I got the compressor, I got the compressor brackets. All I need is the inside coils and that switch box for the ductwork.
For what?
Like if the guy from Sprayway Custom says he had some aftermarket parts that he might be able to get a hold of. All I need is the inside coil.
For what?
Air conditioner and heater. It comes in one. It's a little box you screw up under the dash, and it has these 4 little ducts that run off of it. 2 go on the floorboard and 2 going on vents. You know, it has a defrost. It has 2 holes for the defrost. I would make some vents, you know what I'm saying, down low. I would just leave the hose pipe there, man. What I'm saying, as long as it just put cold air in the cab. I know the newer custom.
The only thing I'm worried about during the winter is the defroster. I gotta be able
Oh well,
to
yeah, we got that. This is what this is, baby. We got that. We just busted a hose. That's why we
put more clothes on. I'll get an electric blanket. They have electric blankets that
no,
you can use
baby. But that heater makes it hot, real hot in that cab. I'm telling you, it'd burn you out. Remember?
Nope, don't.
Oh, well, that's because I didn't have the ducts hooked up to the defrost. I'm sorry. I didn't have the tubes hooked up to the defrost, and that's why it always fogged up the window in the winter time.
When I have to poke my head out the window to see the drive, and it's not raining.
Something ain't right, right? All right, well, I'm going to turn this camera off, and we're going to mark some holes down there for the all thread to go down in the corner of a tank. Oh, let's see, where's that all thread at? Well, anyway, we'll find the all thread.
Like All-Star?
It's that rod that I had in my hand. I don't know what I did with it, but we'll find it.
Oh, I know where 2 more are.
Okay, anyway, we're going to run some all thread straight down the corner of this tank here and insulate it with, yeah, there it is. She found it.
An all thread All-Star.
Yeah. We're going to double nut it down there at the bottom.
Double nut.
Right in the
crevice.
Right in the crack. I'm going to put that all thread right in the crack right there and insulate it with a rubber.
He said crack.
In rubber. Man, girl, I'll tell you what, you are hard to work. At least you're following the rules. I got to hand it to you. Yeah, you're going to have to...
I'm not saying anything. You're spitting this...
Hey, I'm just saying. I ain't said nothing wrong. You're saying stuff that's like a two-way catchphrase, and it's getting kind of on the borderline. Be careful.
I'm always careful.
Anyway, we're going to put that all thread down there, double nut it, and put the rubber on it. Shut up. Will you stop it?
Hey, you're talking about double nuts and thread and
screwing and all that. Well, that's what you do when you're doing mechanic work. You finger the nuts on, and then you screw them on with an impact, and then when you use an all thread in a situation like this, you need to put a rubber on it after you double nut it down there on the bottom.
I guess it's a good thing you have a lot of grease for lube, huh?
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna be good. Anyway, I'm gonna be she's making me stutter. She's got me all stuttering. Like a scared little boy.
Want some candy, little boy?
Yeah. Let me take this camera off and we'll go upstairs and you can give me some candy. Anyway, I'll see y'all later for now. We'll see you later for now. We're going to come back after we get them holes stabbed, drilled, them holes drilled down there for the all thread.
That's not fun.
We're going to drill it, okay? Anyway.
Power toys.
Have you seen this song, honey? The Toadies. You want to be my angel, honey? Be my angel. Give it up to me. Do you want to be my angel?
All right, Sparky.
All right, look here, man. It's fitting in there pretty good. We got the all thread down there on the bottom. We got the pads on the back side. It's cushioned on all 3 sides of that tank. After she gets through cutting that piece of rubber right there off the top, the fuel line, I put some fuel line over the all thread.
The double nutted all thread.
Yeah, I got it double nutted down there to where it's not gonna. I have a feeling just to keep some accidents from happening, I'm gonna have my buddy Noe just put a tack on them bolts down there so it don't come off, because I can't I can't take a chance of this thing coming loose or anything. Or I might just bend on them or something. I don't know. We're going to make it where them nuts aren't coming off down there. Surely don't want the nuts coming off because it'll make everything loose.
There it goes.
Well, you got it marked. Why don't you just pull it off and cut it?
I didn't think about that.
Pull the rubber off and whack the end of it off. Oh, it ain't gonna come off. It won't come off. It's in a. It's squeezed tight in there. You couldn't. It's tighter than a frog's butt in there.
It's tighter,
watertight.
Tighter than a penny pitcher's ass. You're not.
Boy, that rubber's giving you some trouble.
Get off me, fly.
There you go.
God.
Alright, now get the other one. There you go. Come on now, twist it now, baby, now. Twist and shout. Baby, I love you. I had a wonderful time with you fixing this thing. We had a lot of fun together. We had a lot of fun together, man, putting this thing in here. Man, it's been years since I've...
Fine, you've been holding the camera. I've been doing all the work.
Well, you know.
As usual, the woman
Well,
makes
look,
the
hey, look. I can't help but have one good hand and one good leg. It's just the way it is, man. I can help hold something every now and then, but I can't put no...
screws loose and a couple of nuts gone.
Yeah. Oh, I found out that my back... I did find out that the screw that they put in there years ago, I think I said something about it already, but they put a screw right on top of the nerve, and all these years I've been dealing with pain when it could have been avoided. But I can tell you this, when the doctor did give me that surgery, he asked me, well, we got three options. We can either put a goat bone up in there, or we can carve a piece of bone off your hip and put it up beside your spine and secure it, or we can use this new procedure. And it was new, all right, because when they went and took the x-rays, the lady taking the x-ray says, oh my Lord, I haven't never seen nothing like that before. I said, yeah, it's a new procedure. It's still in the experimental stage, and I guess I was one of the first ones, and that's why they put that screw in the wrong spot. Hopefully they learned from their mistakes. Anyway, yeah, and the Bombshell came up with that. This rubber right here came off of an old body part, you know, like when you, I think I already said that. But anyway.
Yeah, you did. You're repeating yourself.
Yeah, I'm repeating myself. And now we're going to take these pieces of all thread. Where's them brackets at? I think we're going to use these.
Well, how are we going to do this?
Here, hold it on there and put it right beside it.
Are we
Are they long enough?
Are we going to have to make the hole bigger?
Yeah, we're going to have to put it in one hole in the middle up there and then screw it back over here. I thought about using some thicker metal.
Why can't you use...
No, we're not doing no diagonal stuff.
Why?
No. I would rather I would rather do it straight across and put two nuts in right here. Put two nuts in right here so it don't twist side to side. And then come over here and do the same thing with another bracket, just like this right here. Sorry. Just like that. Well, it's right on top of that hole, isn't it? No, it's right there. It's right there beside that big hole. So it's going to work out good. This application went smooth as... Well, I wouldn't say it went smooth as silk because we had to do a lot of brainstorming, but the hose is going to match up fine. I'm going to have to trim that hose off a little bit. I think I'm going to turn the hose around though. Make it where it comes back this way. And then hook it in where it ain't kinking right there. And then the top hose, how's the top hose lining up, honey? We're going to have to cut some off the top hose?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, we're going to have to cut it back over all the way over to here. But it is going to work. I might have to take it loose because look, it's kinking a little bit. We're going to have to readjust it or pull it off or do something.
I think we should cut it.
Cut it that way? Yeah, I think we should cut it that way too. See, I would have cut it in the wrong spot. Maybe we'll have to cut it in both ways. Go ahead and take that. It's here. I got this one. Look here, honey. Watch this. This is a special tool, man. It makes your job like gravy.
Well, it sucks.
No, you got to know how to use it. Here. Look. Watch. Watch.
Well, there ain't nothing exciting about that. It looks frustrating.
Look at that.
Well,
It's an electrician tool. No, it's not. It saves time on the job whenever you're an electrician trying to put them...
Well, you're not doing electrician work.
Well, no, but it still works the same.
You're doing rubber work.
All right. Well, look, we're going to shut this camera off and then show you again. She wants me to clean up all this mess. See, I got another mess going on, and she don't like it when I leave a mess. Anyway, say lymph her out, baby.
Lymph her out.
Lymph her out. She's
She
cranky.
may or may not be back.
She's cranky. Bombshell's putting them last of the hose clamps. So we had to trim the hoses down, make it fit. We're very grateful we didn't have to have a problem on that fan blade hitting that hose port on the tank. It clears it by about an inch. Is it about an inch there, honey? Half inch?
I don't know. I don't measure.
And we did notch out the top of this aluminum right here. Right there, we notched it down and bent the tabs flat, and so that way this setup here will keep the radiator from moving side to side. I tell you, it's strong as an ox. It's not going nowhere. It's all rubberized. There's no metal touching metal except on the top there. I think I might squeak some pieces of leather right there, loosen it up, and put some rubber bushings on the top. Or some leather. I got some pieces of leather. I don't know. We got some rubber or leather. Either
I didn't
way.
know this was a variety show.
Anyway, that all thread, as you can see, it runs all the way down the corner of that tank, straight down to the bottom of my core support. I double nutted it on the bottom.
You always want to make sure you have.
Man, I tell you what, honey,
What?
You're always talking about nuts.
You brought the double nut out.
Well, you got to double nut them.
That's what I said. Is that not what I just said?
Okay.
You got to double nut them for the extra support. Oh yeah. Squirmish little thing, isn't it?
Honey, man, boy, girl, to tell you. Why are you... You're just promiscuous.
I am not.
Over promiscuous. Turn the camera on and this is what happens when you get to mechanic work. Huh?
Oh, that thought I got sweat in my eye.
Alright.
Worked up a sweat.
Anyway, we're going to go ahead and tighten these up and
bothered.
we're going to tighten these up and put some water in. I'm going to go get some water. I do appreciate it, 951. It turned out to be a success. I sure appreciate it. Hands clear?
Well, let's work on getting this unstacked.
Alright, well, let me start it up on it. You got something under the tire, honey?
I believe so.
Okay, yeah, my emergency brake cable is real rusty, and when you push on the emergency brake, it doesn't want to let off the emergency brake. You go to try to take off, and it's skids the tires. Hands clear! Huh?
Yeah.
Completely awesome, man. This project came in. It was, my wife was right on point with everything, man. She used a couple of her ideas in there with them shipping rubbers that come with the body parts. You got it off? Here we go. Here's 1/2 inch right here. Here.
Put a little lube in it.
Baby,
It's rusted.
okay, it's rusted. It's a 7/16. 7/16. 7/16. We're looking for a 7/16 wrench. I know we got one in here about all these wrenches. Yeah, I got lots of tools. I didn't know I had these many tools, man. My wife, she stuck them all in there. Every time she said tools are mine, she went and hid them from me for years, and I didn't know I had them till now. That's a box end, baby. We need a 7/16 wrench with a star pattern on it. Look, here we go. 7/16 right here. That's my grandpa's, because it says Robert Baum on it. That's my grandpa's wrench, honey. Look, it says Robert Baum, RB.
Why can't I just use old-fashioned pliers?
No, you're not going to use old-fashioned pliers.